All right, everybody, I have finished row 6 with ending with 4 double crochet. So now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and we will begin row 7. As you can see in row 6, we crisscrossed the trebles. So this row, I believe, is the one that may be difficult for, somewhat beginners. So what you will do to start row 7 is you will double crochet in this first and second stitch. So place your double crochets there. Okay, so there's your two doubles. And then it says to skip the next 2 stitches. So you're going to skip these next 2 double crochets. Then what you are going to do is work front post treble crochets around these 2 trebles that are on top. So work your 2 trebles around this first one here. And then around that second one. Okay. So now your work looks like this. Now you are going to go behind these 2 trebles you just made and make a double crochet into this stitch and this stitch. So those 2 double crochets you just skipped, we're going to go behind those 2 trebles and work a double crochet into them. And what I just did is I kind of flipped those trebles over so I could make a double here. Straighten my work back out. So as you can see, I just made, hang on, where did it go? I just made, it's kind of hiding up in here. I just made that double crochet into this one. So you are now going to make a double crochet into that one. So yarn over, go behind the 2 trebles, which they can be kind of hard to find. There you go. Okay, so after you've made that double, then your work's going to look like this. So after making those 2 doubles, it says to skip the next 2 stitches. These are the ones that are going to confuse everybody. Let me kind of zoom in here. Okay, so as you can see, the 2 doubles that you just made are very hidden behind the 2 trebles. So the 2 stitches that you will be skipping, you are going to pull the trebles you made forward. These 2 stitches right back here are the ones you're going to be skipping. Those are the trebles from the previous row. So you're going to skip this stitch and this stitch, and you are going to make 2 double crochets into the top of the first 2 in that set of 4. Hopefully that makes sense. So the 2 stitches you'll be skipping are these 2. All your double crochets are always going to go into the top of your double crochets from the previous row. So you're going to double crochet here and double crochet here. So let's do those 2 double crochets. Okay. Now, this is where it gets tricky, but since I'm making a video for this, hopefully it'll make it easier. The next 2 stitches you are going to do are 2 trebles, front post trebles, into those 2 trebles that are hidden back here. So what you're going to do is kind of pull. I always take my finger and push them out here because they are hidden. So you're going to go into this first one and make your treble. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep this in the camera and see my stitches at the same time. Okay, then make another, get me some more yarn here. Make another treble into this one right here. And then I'll show you what it looks like or should look like when I'm done. Okay, so it should look, get some more light here. It should look like that when you're done. Like you took the crisscross and extended them here. Okay, so after you make those 2 front post treble crochets, you are going to make 2 more treble crochets onto these 2 right here. So make those 2 front post, oh my god, I can't talk, front post trebles onto those from the previous row. And we did skip those 2 doubles, but it's easier for me, it's easier to remember this row because after you get past this first 2 initial double crochets that you do and the front posts, then it's going to go double, double, treble, treble, double, double, treble, treble, and you do, you know, in sets of 2. So I have a feeling that this row is so hard for people to understand because of the skipped stitches. They don't know which ones to skip. So like I said, after you made these 2 trebles and these 2 trebles, then you're going to go back and work double crochets in these 2 stitches right here, and you're going to go behind to place them. So there's 1, and I always look, after I make that double, I always look for this next stitch right here, and that's where your next double goes. But I mean, if it's easier for you, you can straighten your work back out and look underneath those 2 trebles to find it. So now you just did those 2 double crochets. So now you're going to come over here and do a double crochet into these 2 double crochets. And I'm hoping I'm explaining this as easy as possible. I'm a very visual person, so I have to make videos. Otherwise, I know I'm going to get a lot of messages. So, okay, so you got 1 double crochet. Let's make another double crochet. So there's your 2. Okay, so then after you've made those 2 double crochets, you're going to find those 2 hidden trebles that are right underneath of these trebles. So you gotta push them out with your finger here, and there they are. They're hiding. So kind of keep them pushed out there. You're going to go in front of the 2 double crochet you just made and make trebles around them. And the other trebles right here. This is a workout trying to keep my arms like this around my camera and keep it all focused. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Alright, so that is what your row should start to look like. So just remember, the beginning and end of the row are always a little bit different than the main pattern. So you do your 2 double crochet, your 2 front post trebles, come back and work your 2 skip double crochets, then you come over here, work those double crochets, then the tricky front post that go behind these. Hopefully that explains and makes it a little bit easier. And I believe this row is a repeat. Actually, this row 7 and row... Let me look through the pattern here. Mm-hmm. 11 are exactly the same. So 7 and 11, you'll be doing the same thing. So I'm going to finish this row and I'll meet you back for row 8.